Welcome back to Here to Stay TV, brought to you by BridgeStreet.com. I'm with James Devitt. He's a very well-known hospitality industry insider and advisor to the hotel industry. James, thank you so much for joining us today.
Not at all. Good to be here. Berlin's an exciting conference, and we all like coming once a year to hear about what's happening in the hotel world. So
yes, that's absolutely true. At IHIF here at the Intercontinental in Berlin, and one of the issues that I'm most fascinated by is the idea of service departments, but sometimes when it comes to the investment community, it might be a little bit of a bridge too far for them to fully understand.
I agree. It's a relatively new concept, and there are many more hotel brands than apart hotel and extended stay brands. So investors have to be taught the differences, and I think on the whole that we are perhaps too keen to make alternative cachets or labels for different things, and at the end of it, hoteliers are catering for guests. Guests need to stay varying lengths of time, and they don't mind whether it's called an apart hotel, an extended hotel, an extended stay hotel, a Airbnb product. It could be any of them. It's just got to be the product that they want at the price they want.
Right. I sometimes feel that as hotel people, we get a little bit too caught up with all of these definitions of what it is. And you make a great point, because the customer is just the customer. They're not looking at it through our lens. And I bet we could learn a lot by thinking more like the customer.
I think that is true, and we have to be careful not to put off investors by overcomplicating things. The differential, as I see it, is extended stay and apart hotels have a greater level of profitability for the investor, but the customer doesn't want to know that. And in fact, the customer wants to perceive they're getting great value. And so the brands are all about satisfying the customer as opposed to the investor, and you shouldn't get the two stories muddled up because they're doing different things for different people.
So how do we as an industry clarify what that is to make it easily understandable for the investment community and then get them full on board for support?
I think that you need to talk to them in a different way. The investment community is only really interested in the numbers. They're not interested in the multitude of brands. They're not interested in all the different brands that BridgeStreet are bringing out. They're interested in the numbers that having BridgeStreet as an operator will bring them for their property. They're not interested in anything else. And when one begins to complicate it with too much brand speak, the investor gets frightened away from brands he hasn't heard of, he doesn't really mind about. He wants the bottom line, the numbers.
Great, and I think that's a valuable lesson for all of us to take away. Make it simple, make it understandable, and you'll be better at connecting with the audience. I want to thank you guys for watching Here to Stay TV. I'm Glenn Hausman.